On Monday, we had a debate, quote unquote, with Cruel World Happy Mind, who made a 3-hour, what I would describe as a hit piece on me. And I made a response calling her out. She made a response to that. And I was like, all right, I'm going to respond to you in the morning. We were talking a little bit in the DMs and we were being polite and nice. And I just said, hey, I'm going to talk about your video tomorrow. How would you like to call in? And she was very graciously accepted. She said, I think that's a great idea.
Cool.
Set it up. So that's what happened. So we got on the call on Monday. And at first, I'll say, I went into that wanting to be kind and patient. And I'm glad I was. That being said, watching back some of the clips and hearing some of the conversations, and also just seeing, like, after all this time that the video's still up, my charitability meter is dropping. It's kind of fallen off a cliff with that. For example, I mean, in our conversation, she conceded everything. I mean, she really didn't stand on anything. It felt to me like she didn't know anything. It felt to me like somebody wrote the script and edited the video, and she literally just read the script.
Like a narrator.
She's literally Attenborough Yas. What is Attenborough's? What's his first name?
David
She's David Attenborough.
Documentary?
Yeah. He does a lot of those. It's true. So the whole thing was, at first I was like, okay, well, at least I got her to concede that all this stuff is wrong. Like, for example, saying that Hila said that babies are terrorists. She shows a clip of Hila sitting there not saying anything. Mm-hmm. Right? And then she says stuff like, she implies that we're both pedophiles.
Yeah.
Because Hila did a Care Bear collab. Truly
insane.
It is. It's fun. It is insane. And I really tried to impart on her when I was having the conversation, like, do you understand how utterly fucked up it is to say that about somebody, right? And then the one thing that she kept doing that, looking back, really frustrates me is this stupid game of, oh, I didn't say it. Somebody deemed it. That was something she got into. I didn't know. That's not from me. Somebody else deemed it.
I didn't understand. I wouldn't use the word eloquent to describe her.
No.
What did she mean by that? She kept saying that. I tuned out.
She's saying someone else said it.
Oh, she's trying to say that she's just reporting on what people are saying. But when you're only presenting one point of view and you're not expressing necessarily that you disagree with that point of view,
she's endorsing it throughout the video.
You're co-signing that point of view.
It's not even that abstract. Like, the way she talks about it is like she was passively reading information. She clearly had a editorial perspective, and she suggested that all those things she said were true. Okay? As far as I'm concerned. Now, she conceded all the major points, although I don't recall her ever apologizing. A lot of it was, I'm trying to learn and do better, and I've learned a lot of things, which, again, is great. I'm glad you're having great lessons. Let's not do that, and while you're fucking defaming people and calling them pedophiles. Like, what about me? What do I fucking learn from this?
Not to do collabs with Care Bears?
Yeah. What was yeah.
I don't know. Is that the lesson?
The Care Bears collab is an issue. I mean, like, seriously though, what am I learning? Because you say it's wrong, but you leave the video up. You leave the defamatory claims that you admit on our conversation that they're misleading or wrong or shouldn't have been included. But then you leave the video up. She asked me at one point, do you want me to edit something out? Just tell me and I'll look at the evidence. And my response was, I'm not going to tell you what to edit out of your video. And I'm still not. But I can point out that I think it's fucking obscene that that she didn't take the video down or edit more out. I mean, the whole thing is cooked, you know?
If it makes you feel better, out of the 3-hour video, she edited out 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I heard happen, and we'll pull this up. So she did make a 1 minute, 50 second edit.
Sorry, 15. I'm so sorry.
A 1
15.
minute, 15 second
Sorry,
edit.
yeah.
So, and were we able to identify what exactly?
So yeah, I was looking. My best guess was about. I saw it on Reddit. Sorry, one sec. It was the part where she said "programmed from birth."
But that part, was it just that? Like, what about calling me a pedophile? Is that still in there? Calling me and Hila pedophiles.
Let me check.
Or I mean, on our call, she agreed all the parts about me dressing childlike shouldn't be there. Something she agreed on the call.
And this was another remarkable part where it's like, how are these pictures suggesting that she's childlike? And she goes, honestly, I don't know. And by the way, I'm not comfortable speaking on behalf of my editor. The fuck you mean? She tried getting out of it. It's your motherfucking video on your goddamn channel. If somebody gets sued, it's not your lawyer. It's not your editor.
Right.
What do you mean you don't know what's in your video? And then she used a clip from like Content Crash Out zooming in on my tattoo on my leg, trying to suggest that I'm like on meth and scratching myself up. I go, why is this in here? She goes, I don't know, but it's pretty funny you have your leg up. I'm like, yeah, is that why you're zooming in? Because it's funny that my leg is up? She goes, honestly, I don't know why it's there. I don't know why the whole fucking video is there if this is your commitment to it. I mean, this is my life. I brought this girl on in good faith to talk to her and go over these things fairly and calmly. And I feel like after the time has passed and she hasn't really made any effort. And I don't know if you guys know exactly what she cut out. Is the pedo stuff still there?
There's 2 timestamps where she brings it up. I'm not seeing it at the first one. I'm checking the second right now.
So she says, what was the word she said? If you're checking the transcript, she said, interesting. I find it interesting. Look up interesting. Like, I just don't understand why are you leaving the video up? And then she goes, well, there's no point of me removing the video because if Ethan's going to sue me, he already has all the clips he needs. How about because you have integrity?
And it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. And she brings up, I really care about ethics in video making. No, you do not. You absolutely do not. How about you don't fucking spread insane misinformation about me to your audience, you know, and then hide behind the fact that like, oh, he's going to sue me anyway, so it's fine, even though I already admit that the video's bad and wrong. Let's take a look at it. Cruel World Happy Mind. Let's see here. Hey, she's got a big channel here. So 655,000 subs, right? Here, hers has 300,000. It's going to keep getting views. I mean, that's a lot for her, it seems like, for 11 days. I don't know.
Wow, Ethan, great moves. Keep it up. Proud of you.
Let's see.
Ethan Klein.
Oh, the FUPA stuff. Is that still in there?
Yeah, that's a good question.
The frenemies part was insane. Ethan's controversial takes. I don't have any. The button. People, dude, this is one of the craziest conspiracies. Who's the first person that criticized me for the button? I think it was just a snark thing. They all hate the button because I'm not having faux pas like I used to. How can you say that the button is a bad thing in any universe? How can you claim that?
What it looks like when the button is used. Here's an example during a Teddy Fresh ad when Ethan mentions the collaborator's background to the chagrin of Hila.
We got to work with Chloe Cherry, which I was very excited about.
From Euphoria. I mean,
So-
she also does, that's her main thing.
I don't know if she does that anymore. It's been really great to work with, and she was very hands-on with the collection.
You understand that every major broadcast in the world has a dump button.
And they're on a delay, so they can.
They all
prepare for
do
that
it.
every show.
So why the fuck would you even think to bring this up? And by the way, look at her source. It's right here. Button failure number 2, H3 snark.
But also, that's just technology. That's just like, that's a way for us to take accountability too. Like if at the moment something goes wrong, we have a way to fix it.
Why should I leave some? They want me. If I say something offensive, how is it better if I leave? If it's up?
Responsible. it's just responsible. It's
me,
ridiculous that that's even
the
important.
button criticism, which I think I first saw in Ian's video, is the most brain dead fucking take of all time. Did you see the FUPA one?
I'm seeing the FUPA still in there. I
Give me a
think she took
timestamp.
out the pedo implications, but I'm still seeing the FUPA.
Give me a
There's a
send me a
button fail as
timestamp.
well.
Yeah.
When Ethan was caught yelling at an employee, potentially verbally degrading them, which
Potentially. She does this a lot too.
He was caught, but it's not for sure.
He was
that it happened.
potentially fucking strangling him. He was potentially threatening to stab him with a knife.
was one of the first times fans saw Ethan treating an employee that way and was shocking to see.
Doing it.
What are you
It's
doing?
so awkward and terrible.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Just like this is what I'm talking about when it's always like.
We need to get home for our kids.
It's like, bro.
Oh no, I didn't want to finish it right now. I'm talking about finishing Wednesday.
Friday, maybe. Is it?
You guys, like,
All right, I'm taking my hand up. Okay, well.
Heard all that.
Thanks. God fucking forbid. God forbid these people have never had a job. They've never like got, you know, we've all get upset at our coworkers from time to time, right? And in my world, it's better to voice it than to hold on to it. Obviously, it's always my why am I defending myself? Who gives a fuck?
Button.
I've already talked about
Alright.
this shit a million times.
Well, I'll just explain myself then. Like, it's like,
ironically,
you know,
she wants
First
us.
of all, I appreciate the hard work.
I know you
you've
do,
done, and
I
I
know.
loved it, and I really enjoy it. But it's like every time we do it, it's like the show is what it is, and
I know.
it makes it.
We're even like fine. Like it shows afterwards and we're just fine and we move on.
I was being selfish.
No,
I was
dude,
going
that
to
button
say
fucked
that,
me, dude. Can you-
ironically, like the only people that add so much toxicity to what we do is people like the Snark. Like they're the ones making everybody.
Dollars out of pocket.
I don't know. The fact that she's participating in it, it's like you are the problem. How do you not see that?
She is the
You
problem.
made a huge video based on all stuff that the Snark is like making up.
Yeah. Wholesale, just
And then you just
Perversions
like,
of the
make
truth.
it. You make it seem credited. You know, like
You know what's
I don't
crazy
know.
is that day the episode went longer. I was supposed to go eat that day with Denims and Frogan
That is
in
crazy.
Nisa, but because the episode
Shout
went
out.
longer,
That's
I
interesting.
didn't end up going, and so I never got to meet Denims in
I
person.
wonder if that was like a life crossroad for you.
divine intervention.
I wonder you might be sitting in AB's basement, or not AB. You might be sitting in Ian's basement being his producer or something.
Well, the button literally broke because there was like a little power flicker too. That's what caused it to break down. Yeah, love's right.
Love is right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Love is love.
Can you imagine that button fucking me over like that? Like, dude, I mean, it could have been worse.
iDubbbz has a decent explanation
That's crazy.
as to why the button, while Ethan has claimed has helped his content, could actually lead to more problematic content over time. Because you're
Fucking
How?
try.
How?
Let's
How?
see what iDubbbz, the great iDubbbz, Simple Ian, who fucking. Dude, I've almost stopped tuning out because it's just so sad what's happening with him. The viewers, the subs keep going down. Nobody gives a fuck. Even Snark is bored. Everybody's bored with you, bro. Even just to like shit on to lolcow. You're too boring to be a fucking lolcow, brother. You're down to 500 subs. Was that like $1,000 a month? Get a job, bro. But they say put the fries in the bag. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That's a valiant work. Important work.
We love fries.
Which is why you need to get your ass in the fucking kitchen and start deep frying some shit. Golly. All right, let's hear this genius take.
actively going into a live stream with the mentality that if anything goes wrong, you'll be able to control alt delete. So you're not
Literally every broadcast, professional broadcast in the world Imagine. Well, that's like saying, yeah, you pre-recorded this, but like you have the ability to edit stuff out you don't like, and I find that a little bit shady and disingenuous. It's literally the same thing.
Ironically, her second video was one take, and we all
Horrible.
agree, including herself, that that wasn't a good idea, right? So like,
You know what?
the one take is similar to doing a show live. There's
Well,
no editing.
She did cut something out. One thing.
Yeah.
Ironically, she went live to talk about how doing one shot was a mistake, but that's what she's doing in the live. She does another one shot.
Not actively thinking about the quality of your content or what you're saying. Over time, your content becomes an emotional dumping ground.
Do not use the emotional dumping ground line.
If all of us had buttons, we'd hit the button all the time. But if you
Ian can't afford a
don't
button,
have
let's be
it,
real.
He can't even a button. He can't afford a fucking
Sandwich.
he can't afford a. Yeah, I was trying to think of something like a button that's food like.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know. He can't afford shit. He can't afford shit, bro. Dude doesn't even shower. He can't even afford water. This motherfucker he's got water on layaway.
You think cellar water?
He wishes he had cellar water.
Suck my ass,
Anissa
dude.
sits in the bathroom when he showers and puts on a timer.
It's like that's about
She gives him 1 minute max, and then he has to get the fuck out because he's wasting too much water. She has to keep. I need the money to do my hair extensions.
I gotta clean you up.
Oh yeah, here. She didn't take the fupa shit part away. She did not remove the fupa part, which might be the most clear-cut example of defamation there is.
To fund
Like the evidence she's using is from fucking Keemstar, who's already retracted. Nobody believes this shit. It's been long since debunked. Even like my dumbest haters who make videos about me don't fucking even bring up the FUPA fund now. It's absolutely bananas.
A big reason for the FUPA fund's dissolution is that the Kleins use the FUPA fund for their own legal fees, as well as several
Crazy.
$1,000s out of pocket to fight the legal battle against Matt Haas. While it is often the case that legal fees can add up and become more than you'd ever initially expect, well, the fact that the Kleins closed the FUPA fund after spending the money on their own legal fees, instead of keeping it open, maybe replenishing the fund once they're
I don't think it's possible she thought about this at
able
all.
to, so that other
You put your fucking money into helping people with fair use. What? I already did the lawsuit and won. And how? Your turn. Why do you get in line to fucking go put money in a FUPA fund? What's stopping you? Gandhi, right? Crazy business. But anyway, I have some clips of that I want to pull up from her response to her response to her response. The apology for the apology for the apology. So, Crow World Happy Mind, upon research, used content crash out from TikTok, who she wrote a comment on one of their videos saying, I love you. You're such a great resource. Thank you so much for doing the amazing work. And then she tries to tell me in our conversation she doesn't endorse him. She sourced H3 Snark 69 times. Leftovers H3 4 times. Fomois 10 times. Jake Chinatown, the guy who says he wants to murder my children by slamming them by their feet into an oak tree.
What?
Yep, he said that. He expressed that on Twitter, and Taylor Lorenz and Hassan have continued to retweet this guy. He says, I want to slam his children by their feet into an oak tree repeatedly.
Dude, say what you want about you. Like, you're public. You signed up for this. But Gila,
Yeah.
Housewives 101. You keep the kids out of
Absolutely.
it. I mean, you don't put kids in.
They do.
That shit.
They do. They have no boundaries. None. Right? She cited our subreddit 9 times. And Snark a combined, like, what is this? Like 80 times? 90 times? And how many even sources? What percentage of her sources is Snark?
69.
If it's like, how many sources are there in the doc? Let's see. Oh, here, this is her doc. Okay. Well, you don't include a numbered amount? Okay, who cares? Anyway, like 80, 90 times.
I think she also took out the part about saying that Hila agrees with Rudy Giuliani, which is such a funny sentence to even say. But yeah, I think she took that part out.
Where she said Hila is called Baby's terrorist.
Yeah.
She's like, watch Hila called Baby's terrorist, and she going like this.
Rudy Coffee.
Why would you do that to somebody? You know? 5 minutes ago, mentions a good conversation with journalist neighbor. By the way, when she's like, I've been talking to my journalist neighbor, you know, immediately my thought was Taylor Loren.
Yeah, of course. You think the neighbors are besties?
I don't know, but like
That'd be awesome.
I feel like there's a good chance she's talking about Taylor.
Oh.
She was in her DMs talking how great her research was. Taylor Lorenz left a comment on this these fucking deranged misinformation laden video about what a great research it is.
She's so
Well, she said in a
broken.
video like a month prior that her favorite reporter or favorite journalist, something like that, was Taylor Lorenz.
All that means to me is that you don't read ever. Even if you like Taylor, calling her the best journalist is
Or even
like
journalist. That's a loose term.
That's so generous already.
Yeah, for sure.
Or you love Minecraft. You know, maybe
Roblox.
Roblox. Sorry, thank you. Yeah,
She's keeping the Roblox street safe. That's true. I will not. Calling Taylor Lorenz the best journalist, you know, there's not a better self-report for just how fucking ignorant you can be. Now unable to disavow content crash out despite being a prime example of what was spoken about with my neighbor. Yeah. Moving along. She did a bad job. Oh, Millhouse. She did such a bad job that now friend of the show, Millhouse, who I graciously invited on the show, I don't know, a month ago or a few weeks ago. And he says, I'll do it on the one condition you drop all the lawsuits. And I'm like, bro, you can continue to sleep in your race car bed. It's fine with me. I'll keep doing my thing. You keep doing your thing. But now, after seeing this disaster, he's wondering if he needs to come clean up the mess.
Like, should I? Like, they've asked me on twice, man, and I did put the condition, like, hey, you want me on? You got to drop the lawsuits. They're never going to drop the lawsuits. But at this point, if this is the only person they're going to speak with, now part of me feels like I need to kind of like, should I go in there and like, you know, clean up the mess a little bit?
No, that's for Ian to do.
He loves cleaning up the mess.
He cleans
is what
up
you're
the
saying.
mess. Yeah, you leave the mess for Ian.
Is that cocky of me to say?
It is. What mess? Her saying that I'm a pedophile? Is that the mess you want to clean up? What are you talking about? Millhouse. But also have some dignity, man. You said you weren't going to come on unless I dropped the lawsuits. So what now? You changed your mind? No. Enjoy your fucking friend group who is completely contingent on you being a faithful, docile little attack dog for them. Cruel World, Happy Mind, and messages. These are actually super instructive. So this is a DM conversation that she had with a fan. And this is rock bottom behavior. When you see an influencer arguing in the DMs with random fucking nobodies, random fan, by nobodies, I mean not influencers. You matter. You don't have to be an influencer to matter. Talking to you, Tom.
Tom, it doesn't matter how many little followers you have.
You are.
Thank you, man.
You are valuable and appreciated and loved.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. So supportive.
But yeah, so she's spiraling and arguing with people in the DMs, but the conversation is actually pretty interesting. So it starts with this: really disappointed in this one. Reddit isn't research, and then she responded in a fucking wall of text. By the way,
Oh my god.
she took it up. She cranked it up to the next level. This person just dropped it like one critical short note, and she's like, "No, I want to have a whole fucking conversation with this person I've never met."
I got nothing else to do today.
Clearly, she ain't researching. Right? She said, I disagree. I think there's a lot of respectable research compiled and archived there. I think it greatly depends. A lot of Reddit can just be opinion pieces, but sometimes I use that to see what the general online consensus is, as well as looking at comments, etc., gathering research on online commentary. Then I also occasionally dive into Reddit for archived videos that I can't find because they've been deleted elsewhere. It's great for providing context in that matter to things otherwise people have tried to erase them from the internet entirely. That's not the criticism, though.
Most of the stuff she talks about is all available everywhere.
That's the thing. She's like, I could not find a single example of Ethan denouncing Netanyahu. Watch this. I've never done this. Ethan Klein, H3, denouncing Bibi Netanyahu. This is what I'm going to type in. I mean, the AI is
Oh,
telling.
wow, it was right there.
H3 podcast host Ethan Klein
On
denounced Benjamin
multiple-
Netanyahu, the prime minister, on multiple occasions on his podcast. So she says, I looked and I couldn't find a single example of it. Therefore, that's why I didn't show Ethan denouncing Netanyahu, so I can paint him like he's fucking pro-Israel Zionist. But all you had to do, now I don't know how you do your research, right? Maybe you're doing some crazy, like high-level JSTOR, about like some real scholastic stuff. But you could just go to Google and type Ethan Klein, H3 denouncing Netanyahu.
Nah, Google's for hacks, bro.
I mean, like, she's like, Google for research? Are you kidding?
Come on, bro.
I prefer to troll the comment section of snark subreddits.
Use fucking Google then!
Here, the top comment, the top link is to our subreddit. A post that says, Ethan has only ever said that he does not support the actions of Netanyahu's government. And it's a compilation. Let's see.
What is happening in Gaza, which we all agree is a terrible, terrible fucking disaster that way too many people are dying. And it's horrific and it's disgusting.
And your
it needs
evil
to
wife
stop.
is right
It's just-
there.
It's horrible.
Gross.
But what I'm saying is that in this conversation, the lack of nuance is creating a ton of anti-Semitism. A ton.
Oh, okay. Well, this isn't explicit me doing that, but it's me denouncing the government there. I did say he's a psychopath. It's so easy to find, right? So easy to find. This is a direct link. Huh. We're posting on... Are we posting on Facebook, love?
He's not there.
Huh. Okay. I didn't even know we're active there. Specifically, an episode of Leftovers podcast, a now defunct political commentary show, Klein has criticized Netanyahu's leadership, the action of the Israeli government, and the IDF, and certain aspects of Zionism. These comments were made, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I mean, give me a fucking break. What are we doing here? Seriously. Are we active on Facebook?
Yeah, it just duplicates the Instagram posts.
I love being on Facebook.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I was like,
I mean, it's just a place for haters to leave crude comments on our posts. I don't think that it reaches any audience other than them.
You get like the racist soccer moms.
Wait, why do you think that? Did you see like an example?
I
just
mean,
now?
pull up any.
No, our Facebook usually is pretty wholesome.
For
I
real?
monitor it a little bit.
Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. I just showed this. What was I looking at?
Oh, whatever. I'll take a look though.
If it's nice, then it's fine. You know.
I'm making meats now.
So anyway, she says, otherwise people have tried to erase from the internet entirely. I hope this makes sense. Then the fan says, you took a whole bunch of anti-H3 posts entirely at their word without knowing that context. The Black Challenge, for example. Is that still in there, the Black Challenge shit?
Let me check.
You didn't mention they had challenges videos for other colors. Just insisting it was meant to be inflammatory because it was the color black. That's fucked up. That's a bad faith attack. We're literally wearing a charcoal face mask.
It's so obvious.
And I've left it up unedited specifically because I'm not doing anything wrong in it. And people can fucking, lie
It's still
about it.
there.
Give me that timestamp. That's despicable. Like, it's despicable. I should make a documentary about her and fucking just allege a whole kinds of stuff that people are deeming about her.
Documentary?
And then when she's like, I can't believe that you defamed me and ruined my whole life and I'm losing sponsorships and partnerships and people don't answer my DMs and everybody thinks the worst of you. But I've learned a lot of valuable lessons and no, I will not be taking the video down or apologizing. I think I despise her. I think I'm coming all the way around.
That's pretty clear, I would say.
Like,
honestly, it's been taking me a while to process everything. It's just so much. And it's like, I was trying to, you know, keep it professional. So like having the call, you have to tone it down. But as the time goes on now after the call, I'm just finding myself getting more and more upset.
As you should.
Yeah. I mean,
me too. Exactly the same.
Yeah, I think you guys handled it really professionally, and you guys were really kind and understanding, and you guys were willing to explain things and be more than reasonable with her whenever you guys did the call, because obviously you guys could have shat on her. But yeah, seeing the follow up is kind of disappointing. I mean, so I understand the frustration.
Yeah.
I think it's just how she's behaved or her lack of trying to make amends for this that has really put it all into perspective. That she's just a disingenuous grifter. She did this to make money. It has an ad. She doesn't want to take it down. That's it. She doesn't give a fuck that it defames me, that it says the worst things you can say about a person, and that it's not even true. Look here, she says I did blackface. Let's see.
Ignores this part of his past, even his possible blackface. His viewers even enable this
possible blackface.
Dude.
So again,
you can't put that out there like that.
Wait till have you seen the video they're talking about? Watch this.
It's the
black challenge.
So on the Ethan and Hila channel, we used to just make a bunch of silly, goofy videos, like just for fun.
It's me with a black charcoal mask on and using charcoal toothpaste.
Okay.
And it's we did this with other colors. Like we had the white challenge, the yellow challenge, where we just do all kinds
I
of
would just find a bunch of random products on Amazon.
Here, this is us in blackface.
Fucking joke, dude.
I didn't say anything.
It looked like you had a goddamn printing accident.
Oh yeah, and I dye my hair.
Oh, okay.
I do.
But I actually I put black food coloring in my mouth, and I was reviewing this recently, and I was cracking up because that shit looks nuts. Look how crazy it looks.
So cheers, everybody.
Wait, Ethan.
Right to the dough.
What the hell is he doing?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey everybody.
But it's just a beauty mask.
It's a charcoal-based beauty mask.
It's pretty funny.
Obviously.
Chat says, but it was deemed by some to be blackface.
People are alleged. What she said is even dumber. What did she say?
Behavior, part of his past,
possible
even
blackface.
his possible blackface.
Even his possible blackface. Why don't you fucking tell me, quote unquote researcher? It says in your description you like researching. Tell me, did I do blackface? Stop being a coward and hiding around. Who said that even? Who says I'm in blackface?
It's very Trump coded.
Get that out.
Doesn't that look crazy though?
Also, when we posted this, nobody ever was mad or thought that this was blackface. It was only when like snark became a thing.
Okay.
They scrubbed to try to find anything they could twist into a story about you.
It's so obviously bad faith. And for someone like her to be such a fucking useful dope, include it, not edit it out, not apologize. I mean, fuck you. Honestly, nah. I'm done with you.
Ignores this part of his past, even his possible blackface. His viewers even enable this behavior, claim those images are taken.
Oh my God. So here's someone being like, it's so fucked up. People are accusing him of blackface. And she's showing them and being like, their fans enable them. They're also racist.
She's only taking snark posts at face
Seriously,
value. Snark posts with like 20 upvotes.
That is insane. People claim Ethan Yale have done blackface are either misinformed or being dishonest. Here's the actual context. Hila's blackface, quote unquote, is from when they did a bit with spray tan. Yeah, well, yeah, that was when we.
Yeah, there's another shot of me.
That was from a different video
that
with
was
the
from
boy
a
band.
video where we both tried the contouring kind of makeup.
Oh, the Kim K
And
look.
both of us didn't do makeup at the time, including myself. So we both didn't know what we were doing. But
It wasn't even close to blackface, by the way. It was just
wasn't,
like
but
very tan.
Ethan, did you do mine or something? But anyway, the contour took over the whole face, so it became like brown.
Okay.
It was just like us not knowing what we're doing.
Yeah.
But now there's a screenshot of me with that, and they always like share that.
It doesn't
as
even
if
look.
I'm doing like blackface.
Here, I'll show you the screenshot.
Yeah, it's really.
It doesn't
annoying.
even look like it. You have to be so desperate and pathetic.
They are.
This
What are
one.
you talking about?
It's not black. It's not even blackface.
It's not even as dark as tan, Mom.
You just look like you have shit. Exactly. You just look like you have
She's more
shitty makeup
blackface.
on, which was the whole point, right?
Yeah.
How?
Oh, and there's Ethan. Of course, looks better than me. Look in the left.
This?
There. Yeah.
Oh, here's the final
See
look.
that?
You look like a chimney sweep more than anything.
Look how far you've come and look at your makeup skills today.
Gee whiz.
Blossomed.
You must have done mine and I did yours, right? Please tell me that that's.
Yes. That had to be. That had to be. Here's me from the white challenge, by the way.
That looks insane.
Is this racist?
Yes. I'm offended.
You should be.
The
I'm
white
making
Hassan.
I'm making fun of your people. Okay, I actually didn't see this part. This is kind of unbelievable levels of insane dishonesty.
Out of context and stem from the Kleins doing spray tans and charcoal face masks, even though the title of their
So she goes, I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is that
You guys are
enable this
enabling.
behavior.
my fans enable his behavior.
Yeah.
What behavior? They're not enabling. If they're enabling behavior, you're accusing them and me of doing blackface.
Yeah.
You fucking dope. God, you're such a piece of shit. This is
Those
crazy.
images are taken out of context and stem from the Kleins doing spray tans and charcoal face masks, even though the title of their YouTube video is called The Black Challenge. Subreddit.
Yes.
So
Even though it has a name that has nothing to do with blackface.
Reddits, on the other hand, won't let Ethan forget this history. Compilations.
Are you going to show the other color challenges we did? Dude, what an evil fucking piece of shit she is. I'm sorry, but that is just detestable behavior. Holy fuck, man. How can she look at someone explaining it and instead of being like, oh, I'm wrong, she goes, oh, they're enabling. What?
well, and then by that, like by taking that stance, you do have an opinion on the subject, right? You're not objective.
By the way, she loves Trisha, right? Who's in blackface. Just kidding. I don't know. But that was darker than you, and I don't see this picture getting floated around anywhere. I'm not the blackface police, for the record. I leave to other people. I don't get involved. I don't do it. I don't talk about it, right? I don't get involved.
You don't watch Tropic Thunder? You're not involved.
I close my eyes during that part.
Absolutely.
Every time Robert Downey Jr. is on screen, I close my eyes. Let's continue on with Cruel World, Terrible Research. Cruel World, Broken Mind, Dumb Mind, Idiot Mind, Stupid Mind. Got him. Wrecked, destroyed, annihilated. So they go, thank you. That's okay. Thank you, guys. The Black Challenge, for example, you didn't mention that they had challenged videos with other colors. You just insisted it was meant to be inflammatory because it was the color black or the FUPA fund. They've explained that they didn't realize how much money the lawsuit actually takes, at least a dozen times. This is actually a really thoughtful, I don't know who sent this, but I appreciate it because it's actually very thoughtful and good explanations for the shit she got wrong. It could potentially be useful to her.
Challenge?
They didn't realize how much money lawsuits actually cost. It's also worth noting that the lawyer who helped them set up the fund wasted a bunch of the money. They wanted to sever all ties with him. I just don't get it. I remember watching videos of you in the Blue Kitchen in like 2020. That had way more thought and effort put into it. I mean, any would be more than what this one has. Length doesn't mean depth. You skimmed and you got a ton wrong. Oh, and the sweater pattern thing, they've explained what did he say about the Gary Kennedy thing? Because that had like the most wholesome end ever to the sweater pattern thing. They've explained how that happened and why several times too. You just didn't look for it. You went to Reddit and didn't look up their responses, which are on the video and perfect for an essay like this. Shallow research. Thank you. The button thing is so silly too. I worked in television. The local morning show hosted a Mormon housewife was on a 15-second delay just in case.
See?
Everyone who is live should be on a delay just in case. That's literally the industry
Everybody.
standard.
It's just the beginning.
I am
of
so
broadcasting.
sorry that you can't afford a fucking button. Okay? I spent my entire life on the internet. Well, how long ago we get the button? A couple years ago? I've been buttonless, okay? I know what it's like out there. I earned my way up to having a button. Okay? You want to be born into a button. I fucking grinded for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I
miss those weeks off though.
They were kind of a weird
Those
blessing.
paid weeks off. I
It
like,
was
oh,
kind of
just
a
another-
nice. It gave me
another month at the pod.
It gave me a reason to kind of take it easy. It was kind of nice. You got to look on the bright side.
Yeah.
God, we had like 2 in 1 month at one point. It was getting dicey.
Yeah, it was getting a little scary.
It was that was a crazy time.
We
Pre-button.
came back from break, I feel like, and then we had like another like 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I should have just stayed home.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys came back. Ugh.
Good times.
No, hey, no free vacations in a while. Sorry. The snarkers are pro vacation, so they're on your side on this one.
Alert!
He also didn't bait Hassan with the content nuke. Does she say that? Can you pull
I don't
that?
recall that part. Let me check.
He explicitly on air gave him permission to watch it because he wanted him to respond to it. And re-uploading it with a more marijuana smoking than talking is not fair use. He sued the people. She's talking about Casey Tron. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't bait Hassan. I literally told him to fucking watch it. I gave him permission.
Mm-hmm.
You begged him. How many times did you ask him to watch?
That's
It took him a while.
he had permission to watch it. There's no baiting. Also, I don't even have to give him permission because his reaction was extraordinarily fair use. Like there's no question about it.
You explicitly said on the show too that was never your intent, that you wouldn't.
Yeah.
sue him.
But I knew if he ever did watch it, he would provide a shitload of commentary over it. You know? Here's what she said about the Hassan thing.
Keep it up.
Suing streamers. Busted.
Due to Ethan's obsession with Hassan Piker, he
Listen, fuck you.
So immediately
Yeah.
she does have an opinion.
That's why she's being so
This
cowardly.
is an obsession with her son.
No, she's so pathetically cowardly that she's constantly throughout this video expressing her opinion. Ethan is obsessed with Hassan. And then when you call her out, she goes, no, other people deemed it. No, fuck you.
posted a video titled
You're a
Content
moron. Someone deemed it. Me, I deemed it. Idiot.
Nuke Hassan Piker, seemingly to bait Hassan into reacting to the content.
Not seemingly. I said my intentions on the air in the fucking video that I put out on the podcast 1,000,000 times in great length. There's no seemingly. Do your job.
I think you even said Hassan was a great example of fair use when he reacted to your video.
Yeah, 100%.
It took so long.
I would never dream of suing Hassan for his reaction. That'd be ridiculous. What a dope. Oh my God. Growing obsession.
Due to
Okay.
Ethan's obsession with Hassan Piker, he posted a video titled
By the way, how many times did Hassan mention me on his stream or on Twitter?
Oh my God.
Did she look at his repost on TikTok?
Have you looked at his TikTok reposts? Like, what the fuck are we talking about, you coward, loser, dumbass? 109?
Content Nuke Hassan Piker, seemingly to bait Hassan into reacting to the content so that he could sue Hassan for
That is
copyright
such a
infringement.
malicious
But Hassan
lie.
did not fully
Why would
react
she
to
say
the
that?
content.
It's just
That's
facts.
just wrong.
Yeah, it's just malicious lie.
And you've explained it many times. Like
I've never said anything to the contrary.
she can just go to the source and see how you've explained it. You've explained it a lot of times.
You know, if you're, by the way, her whole thing is like, if Ethan wants to sue me, he would do it, so I'm not taking the video down. They're mitigating the damages and showing that you're willing to retract when somebody informs you of your defamation is very important. The fact that you're leaving it up is not helping you.
Because you're doubling down.
You're prolonging the damages
But also, like we
And also she's
we
making-
would rather not sue. Like it's not fun.
I don't wanna sue
I don't
anybody.
want to sue
Yeah.
anybody. I'd rather like just be able to solve this other way. And
But why should I allow this to stay up, right?
Yeah.
It's just not right. Like, why should I allow people to call me a pedophile, to say just to continually lie about me nonstop? And
It was implied, not deemed.
sorry, it was deemed that it was implied.
that it was possible.
It was deemed that it was implied that it's
Yeah.
that it might be possible potentially.
You know, she did apologize a lot for hitting her microphone.
Yes, she
Yeah.
was very quick to apologize to her
Stain
microphone, to the stain.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
Lighting.
but
The
I
same
didn't-
one offended me personally.
there was no audible mic hit going to stream.
So she apologized for nothing.
It was nothing.
How's that feel? You apologize for nothing. What was I saying? That
You don't want to sue anyone.
You don't want
yeah, I don't want to sue anyone, but like at a certain point, I've explored all of my other reasonable options to find an amicable solution to this, right? I've reached out to her. I've had a conversation with her. I've pointed out her errors on video. People have pointed out her errors on video. Like she's exhausting every other reasonable option.
Do you think, you said it before, do you think she's keeping it up for an ad? And
Yes.
So you
That's my
figure
money.
If she's getting 300,000 views a video, okay, that is good. But like,
No,
I don't think it's worth trying to hold on to that versus where you're gonna have to pay in legal
Well,
fees.
so two things. The fact that she's refusing to remove it or apologize, she's making a case for punitive damages. That means she needs to be monetarily punished to dissuade this behavior from happening again, because she's clearly not willing to do the right thing. And then also she's making money from this ad from defaming me. The ad from this video
She got a ZocDoc ad? Man, good for her.
from
Let's get one.
yeah, where's my ZocDoc
Where's my
ad?
ZocDoc deal?
Her views, her sponsor, all the money she makes as a result of her defamatory video is my money,
Yeah, that's
technically,
what I
legally
don't get.
speaking.
Yeah.
Right? If I sued her, so like she's wrong. And by the way, you could research a little bit on the defamation laws too and find out what punitive damages are. Dope, fucking idiot, so stupid. You can be so dumb. Ay. I can see why she admires Ian. Is this the debrief you guys were hoping for? You guys were begging for it. Now you got me all. You got me locked in.
I begged you.
What?
Like, I'm kind of wondering if I went through any of your other videos, I've taken your word for it, if there would be this many problems with your research. Likely, yes. Nitpicking him for misstating how many kids he has. Wait, what? Hold on. I got to see what the fuck that is. Please. Apparently, she criticized me for mistaking how many kids I have. Better tell my mom and grandma that their mental state is in jeopardy because they got the amount of children and often their names wrong in conversation when being quick.
I get my kids' names wrong all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
I call them the other name, their sister's name.
with the 4 dogs now and the
And
3
was
kids,
that-
I have to I scroll through the names.
That was a point in her video.
Apparently, I fucking can't wait to watch it.
Wait, she said what? That you got the
That
number of
he-
kids you have wrong?
Yeah, that he misspoke on the kid.
Someone called CPS. This guy misspoke the number of kids. He thinks he has 2 kids. Dude. He doesn't even know he has another kid. That's so concerning. He doesn't know. Call the authorities. Nitpicking him for misstating how many kids he has. Yada yada. I read that one. Employee turnover. Everyone has employees that leave. Like if you compare employee turnover to like a standard corporate job or whatever, I guarantee you it's extraordinarily low. And none of them have given an explicit reason that Ethan is crashing out. I just don't get why you nitpick so many tiny nothings when there were things that genuinely needed to be dived into. Also, Olivia hasn't officially quit. You published a video with something blatantly wrong and taken from Reddit. She says she quit, and obviously, again, yeah, we never said that on the show. Please choose better sources. It wasn't fair. It wasn't empathetic, and it was just sloppy. Let's see what she says to that.
By the way, this person, what a legend.
Let me see. Who is this? Okay, it's shout out Mag Pepper.
Absolute legend.
Yeah, you're representing us very well. I'm proud of you. She kind of dog walked her. Let's see what she says in response. I do understand where you're coming from. Only in that I am not a longtime fan who already understood the context of it. You did a 3-hour video on me. You better understand that shit. I hope you know most of this stuff was deleted from the internet. That's not true. What
No.
stuff? Like everything is
Wrong.
still online on my. A lot of this stuff you're saying you couldn't find are shit that's literally on my channel in the videos right now.
Everything, all the stuff that we've read about so far, it's all like all online.
And it's not even hard to find. You just typed it. I don't have unlimited resources. Then spend more time doing it or don't do it. I'm a real person. You're affecting my real life. You're lying about me, saying horrible, malicious things. How the fuck would you feel if, as a mother, if people were calling you a pedophile because you have plushies in your background? Would you expect someone to retract that or just be like, I'm learning. I'm not going to retract it. Okay, I'm not going to apologize, but I am learning, and I hope that comforts you.
I don't have unlimited resources is kind of crazy to say. Like, if you can't do the job right, then don't do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, she doesn't, but she said she couldn't find the Netanyahu clip. I mean,
You saw?
You Googled it and how
So
it
she-
Boom.
came right
Done.
up.
She's
She
really
couldn't
bad
find
at
it.
research.
Where's she looking?
I don't know if she looked at all, honestly. Look, whoever wrote this script, and I'm doubting that it was her, or maybe mostly not her, they had a clear goal in mind, right? That's just okay. We found something here.
This is the kids clip.
Let me finish this comment. I don't have unlimited resources and time at my disposal to dig through Ethan's response to everything. My response to everything was like a 1-hour thing, only because
Don't make a video about him.
he made a 3-hour video on me. You can't watch my response in 1 hour. Only because he has so many podcasts, and often when searching his response, they would not come up. For example, I kept trying to find a clip of him condemning Netanyahu, and I could not find the clip referenced online. That
You
being
are
said,
bad at your job.
dude, that's an understatement. That being said, I did provide his clips explaining himself when I found them. Oh, she responds to the block challenge. Yes, but that's still, huh?
Oh my god.
Huh? So anyone that wears a charcoal face mask is racist? Is that your thesis, lady?
It's just amazing that only us are held to such standards, you know? But whenever it's somebody else, it's like excuses are welcome.
Yeah, for sure.
We're willing to see, you know, but no, not with us.
They're growing. They're
Yeah.
learning.
Here's the fupa fun thing. I did mention that lawsuits are expensive and the cost can add up. Well, that is such an empathetic and succinct representation of my perspective that this is all entirely fabricated. That was me empathizing. Oh, I love when you have to tell someone, that was me empathizing. If you couldn't tell. I just also could see the awesome potential of having a fund like that still open. Then fund it. What are you waiting for? Why is that my fucking problem?
You gotta
Go start a charity. Like, go. Maybe this isn't the right business for you.
What are you?
Go start a charity.
I just looked up.
Helen Keller did it. What's your excuse?
I just looked up Netanyahu on Philmont, which searches the transcripts on YouTube, and I found 49 mentions.
Oh,
49
49
clips.
mentions, man. 49.
Wow.
She likes the research.
I can't believe she's in the DMs this long.
Deep.
Yeah.
I mean, she's in a deep fucking conversation.
This is deranged behavior.
Yeah, like what is she doing?
I don't know.
You know what I think? Honestly, like seeing this whole thing, how it played out, even though she, basically conceded to a lot of this stuff, it makes me think that that's just how terrified she is of the other side. Because it makes no fucking sense what she's doing right now. Like she's terrified of the backlash she got after her first video.
It's just money. To me, it makes sense if she wants the paycheck.
I mean,
this is her job. She doesn't make videos super frequently.
Yeah.
She gets a sponsorship on it. That's probably her salary for the whole month.
It's about that ZocDoc.
What's that? What is the salary? What does that pay for 300,000 views? Like,
I would
don't
say
know.
6-7 grand if you're
10,000
doing
maybe?
good. 10 grand if you're doing good for sure.
I bet she got 10 grand.
You think
for
she got
that.
10 grand for
Yeah.
that? All right, good for her.
So, but like that's
But
her salary.
Yeah, but if you sue her for defamation, what she got left?
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
That and
like,
less. That
it's
and less.
It's like you got to be objective about it. It's a no-brainer. Take the fucking video down.
She's got that and much less. Right? About the FUPA fund, I did mention the lawsuits are expensive. That was me empathizing. I could also see the awesome potential, okay? Yes, I agree. I could have mentioned the lawyer aspect possibly, but I think my point would still stand. They could have still had the fund under a different lawyer. How is that your point stand? You imply that we did financial crimes. And then your overarching response is, well, they should have kept it open and funded it for everybody else who ever has a fair use problem forever.
You don't get to tell people when and where to start a charity and like what they should do with their life.
With
like,
their money.
That's crazy.
But also, like,
with
we
your
were
personal
victimized.
money. The GoFundMe was used on the lawsuit. She just thinks that in our personal time, with our personal money, we need to start a charity
My
to help
time,
people.
my money.
Yeah.
The thing is,
so people like her can use it.
Yeah.
yeah, I wish you would do everything for me.
It reminds me of like when we tell our kids like, yeah, and I want a pony. You know, it's like
That's my line.
That's
when they ask for stuff that I'm not going to give them.
Does that hit hard?
They know what it means. That's a popular phrase in our household. They'll remember that when they grow up. I bet you they're going to say that to
Do
their
you
friends.
really, in truth, want a pony?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, of course not. I want a pony, and I want to. Where's my pony?
Where's my fucking pony?
But
One day
she's-
they're gonna buy me a
she's like,
pony.
yeah, it would be nice if there was a charity. Yeah, it would be nice if I had a pony. I guess like it's the
Yeah.
same thing.
My grandma would. If my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bicycle.
Right.
Huh?
It's a good clip.
Exactly. You know, it's just not what it is.
I'm looking at a pony right now. It's 15 grand.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's way out of their. That's way out of their price range.
Yeah.
And that's way cheaper than running a charity for taking on people's legal cases.
Oh, so the interesting thing is like, we were foisted into this horrible position where we're being sued, being victimized, and now because we're victimized, instead of paying them off $4,000 or whatever you wanted, fighting it, doing the right thing, setting the precedent. No, it's now my responsibility for being a victim and fighting this to now take care of every other creator that lives forever. Okay, make that make sense. Fuck you. You make it, dumbass. God, what a piece of shit. It's infuriating. What's wrong with you?
Plus, we tried and we saw how complicated it is and how expensive it is. This is way more hard than we thought it would be.
I'm not.
Taking on people's cases and providing them legal help is very.
That's a full-time job.
You gotta have a full-time administrator
Yeah.
to run. Yeah.
That is not what I intend or wanted to ever do with my life. I'm a content creator, okay? I'm here for the laughs, for the
Yeah.
giggles, for the smiles. You know?
Somebody said, sue her and get a pony.
Sue her and buy a pony.
The ultimate
That will.
revenge.
The problem is, if I ever get a pony, I won't be able to use it anymore.
Oh yeah.
That sentence.
I can't say where's my pony. They'll say it's here.
Just to replace it with something else.
Where's
I want
my
an airplane.
Where's my airplane? Where's my
jet?
helicopter?
Yeah.
Pony's funnier though. It's silly. It really resonates with them.
All right. They know you mean business.
Yeah.
Chaz said you need to be like Jake Doolittle, harassing people for your charity.
True.
Oh my
Hey, hey, Harley Mornstein. It would be a shame if you didn't donate to my charity.
It's a Jew.
You know what
That
it
shit's
is?
so crazy
It's a cruel world homeschool mind.
Oh.
Oh.
And I like to say this at the top because people are always going to call me a Zionist. People are going to call me a IDF supporter, genocidal, all this shit. And I've been saying it every fucking day, every time I can say it. So if you see anybody saying that, you know they're liars and bad faith weirdos. So here's what I'll say about Israel, okay? Listen. This isn't the first time I've said it.
Listen, because I keep saying it, and pieces of shit like you keep lying about it. Why do you want me to be a Zionist so bad? Like, why are you so desperate for me to support IDF?
Stop
Why?
trying to make Zionists happen.
So what?
It's a Mean Girls reference.
What? Stop trying to make Zionism happen.
Yeah. Zionists happen.
I'm not trying.
Okay? And I'll say
Not
it
you,
in
I'm
many
saying
more
her.
times. The cabinet is run by genocidal maniacs. Okay?
Okay.
They're led by Netanyahu, who should resign in disgrace and go to prison for being a war criminal.
That sounds like a fucking glowing
Yeah, I
endorsement.
can't find Ethan ever denouncing Netanyahu. I
Yeah,
just
even
can't
in their
find it.
fucking 15-year-old account where they're like, yo, this is unfiltered Ethan's true thoughts. That 15-year-old account that they love to reference, the one that they never bring up is the comment from 15 years ago when I was living in Israel that I hated West Bank settlers and despised them and didn't agree with them, and I didn't agree with Zionism. I said that 15 years ago in the fucking goddamn account that they love to talk about. Nobody brings that up. Consistency.
Okay. He's made a coalition of the most like radically conservative freaks that don't represent, by the way, the majority of Israelis. And they're hellbent on
You get the idea. It's pathetic. I always try. I can always examine my research product, try to do better. I don't think I'm perfect by any means. My coverage and always want to improve. Dude, this is my life. I will try when, this is like a doctor being like, yeah, so the open heart surgery went okay. But I do want to tell you that I learned a lot, okay? And people going forward are going to get more professional surgery.
But how's
from
my
me.
grandma? Is she okay?
She did not make it. But
did you learn something though?
And I will tell you, it was a user error. I sliced her in the wrong way. I was supposed to read this textbook about open heart surgery, but I was busy. But the next grandma is going to be fine. So thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for the feedback. Presenting a viewpoint, I look to the subject and their defense and bring it up more often. I agree with you that is needed. Shut up, dummy. The research link provided was linked to a deleted video where Ethan explains that situation. I don't know what you're referring to, but I guarantee it wasn't deleted.
Still chatting.
That wasn't the point of the section. It was only to explain what the button is for. No, that's not true. You're lying.
Come on.
That is not true. Those who don't know how it works, you were not doing a matter of fact explanation of the button.
And why it may lead to more reckless content.
How could having the option to remove content increase reckless content? How?
Man,
How?
it is so dumb.
I agree that I agree that could have been a bit nitpicky. She's referencing her previous work. The point I was attempting to make was that much of the people online commenting were concerned with Ethan's mental state. You do not fucking believe that. Yeah, he continued to fire back at them in an intense manner. Okay, you're framing it like I'm responding in bad faith to a whole group of people who are just so concerned. By the way, meanwhile, also blurring the swastika and the fucking Hassan Idubbb's epic Nazi dance there. I hope you know when I mention people say, I'm not always saying I agree with them. Dude, you are the biggest coward in the world. You do not deserve to have a fucking platform, to be honest, if this is your approach to content creation. It's so cowardly and it's so dishonest. You know? And honestly, I'm still going light on you because the shit you said and did about me is unforgivable. That's it. Ignorance is not an excuse for what you did. And by now, I gave you plenty of chances to do the right thing and make things right, and you've continued to stand by your fucking pathetic work. I've heard a lot of mixed info about that, about Olivia. And if I got it wrong, I do deeply apologize. Who are you apologizing to? I saw a few sources saying she left early September. Where? On Snark?
What sources?
What are the sources that said she's leaving? Because we never said that.
Sources, but she won't go to the one important source.
We never said that on this
actual
show. Nobody else knows. Anyway, she stopped responding to her. So I thought that was pretty instructive to enter her mind a little bit there. This one is fascinating. Here she says she sourced from H3 Snark because she knows that I hate them. By the way, this is a confession of malice.
Brings me to my other point, which is the
you're
claim
right.
that
Yeah.
I just sourced my video from subreddits. Firstly, I utilized the H3 Snark subreddit, which was accidentally used in a photo when I was referencing the H3 podcast subreddit. And that was an error I did not catch beforehand. Usually I catch like, oh, that was a wrong photo used. Let me switch that out. I did not catch that one. I'm really sorry about that. Because I knew, but the reason why I sourced H3 Snark subreddit more often in this video than I source Snark subreddits usually is, to be completely honest, because I knew Ethan
Bad idea.
hates that subreddit and other Snark pages. And that
So I chose to choose them as the most reputable source because Ethan hates them and he hates snarkers.
And why?
That's just her confessing. One of the hardest
Why
things about
do we
defamation
hate
is
it?
proving
Your intent.
malicious intention.
intent,
And
yeah.
I mean, she said it, which
She
is
served
like,
it
you
up.
never get that, right?
It's pretty good.
But why does she think we hate them? Like,
Yeah.
For
have,
no
you,
reason?
have you asked that question? Because I'm crashing out, Hila, and I can't handle criticism.
Paranoid.
there's an ongoing litigation, which
And why am I suing them?
disclaimer, I'm not extensively versed on the details of this ongoing litigation. But
why-
whenever that's
why
the case,
comment?
it
Talk
does
about
spark
it.
my curiosity. Why is someone suing a Snark page? What are they afraid of?
Who? Ask yourself.
You are.
Figure it out. The answers are out there. This isn't the X-Files, bro. The truth is out there. You don't have to look into outer space, interstellar space. It's right in fucking front of your face. The truth is out there.
Herself.
Sick X. Sorry, but
She is.
sick X-Files reference.
Herself and her video is the problem.
Yes.
That is why we hate Snark.
She goes, I'd love if somebody could explain to me why he hates Snark and why he's suing them. That's your fucking job. Holy God.
Why is someone suing a Snark page? What are they afraid of?
Of a dumb
Especially because
video
of
like
what-
yours
what am I
being made
afraid of?
based on completely wrong information.
That is the ultimate irony. She's like the perfect case study of,
Yes.
of how they bewitch other people into doing this shit. It's
A lot of
wild.
creators are much bigger and have a much larger following than these Snark subreddits. The same could be said with Content Crash Out.
Nah. Anyway, so I'm almost done with her. Let's see here. She appears to have edited her apology to remove program from BirthBit, which is interesting, but she actually left in kind of, it's still bad what she has here. Jump cut shortly after 16 minutes in the apology video.
You know, him being, living in Israel, upholding these, Israeli values and ideals, then having to sort of face what was happening in front of his eyes.
It is 4:30.
Yeah, but anyway, that she cut it like that, but she goes on to continue to say shit like blaming. It's horrible. It's still bad. It's still bad. By the way, I find it's particularly interesting that they're accusing us of being pedophiles because you did a Care Bears collab. What do you call this? This is actual fetish content. Putting up her toes in a little girl's bed with stuffed animals and little PJs. What the fuck? And little toys in the background. What the fuck do you call this then? And why aren't you talking about this? Remember, jokes aren't just jokes, right? Okay, my Care Bear collaboration was horrific, unbelievable. Then what is this? What in the Jared Fogle is this?
You're saying by her standards.
Yeah, by her standards.
Yeah.
Honestly, by my own standards, this is very uncomfortable.
I mean, yeah.
By my own standards, I think that this is pretty obscene and gross. But by her standards, the FBI, she needs to be calling the FBI immediately.
Yeah. Not pedophile level, but the feet people will be very happy.
But why in a little girl's bed with stuffies and toys and stuff? Like she's clearly playing into the age thing. Clearly.
Yeah.
She's doing an age thing.
Yeah, dude.
What a little creep. Jesus. So that's what's going on in my neck of the woods.
I don't know why. What a little creep just took me out. I don't know.